Hi there, welcome to another edition of Ignition 101. In this video, we're going to be talking about voice of customer analysis and how to use Ignition to analyze all of your customer conversations, aggregate them, and then extract insights from them based on the language that your customers are using, the things that they're asking for. What this section is designed to do is to plug into all the different places where you're collecting customer feedback. So there's a lot of different ways to get data into your voice of customer section within Ignition. You can always manually add insights, or you can also use our sample insights to play around with it. But the two main ways to get data into your voice of customer section are A, to either upload a CSV of data. This could be, for example, if you have survey data that you've collected from customers, or if you have a tool that doesn't integrate with Ignition and you're able to export that data into a CSV, you can easily put anything that you have that is customer feedback into your Ignition voice of customer analysis. The other way is via integration. So the couple of primary places that we integrate with are your support tools like Intercom and Zendesk, where you're collecting customer feedback in the form of support tickets. But the best way to get insights out of Ignition's voice of customer tools is via integration into your sales call transcription software, like, for example, Gong. And when you integrate into these tools, you can integrate into as many as you want. We're going to aggregate all of the data into one place. And then as you integrate these, we will automatically categorize and tag all of the insights that are getting pulled in. So in this case, I'm actually going to use a different integration because we've got some sample data in Clari Copilot here. So I'm going to actually choose to integrate Clari Copilot. And again, integrating into these tools is very simple. Oh, let me actually see if I can do this with Gong because it looks like I need an API key. So let me try Gong here. I'm going to connect into Gong. And let me sign in with Google. Most of these are just a simple OAuth flow where you just log in with your account. I'm logging in a different screen here, and basically we are connected. So once I've connected my account, I am going to land in the voice of customer section, which is the primary place that we are going to use for configuring voice of customer analysis. Now, the other thing to be aware of here is this product gap section. This is basically where we can actually use all of these conversations to automatically create roadmaps for you and map these ideas for ways to improve your product that we extract to deals. So there's a different video on idea management. If you're interested in that feature, go check out that video. But for now, we're going to focus on the voice of customer section. So I've got this connected. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up continuous import because I want this to import all of my conversations in the future. But I also need to pull in some past conversations. So I'm also going to do a one-time import on this integration as well. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to hit one-time import, and I'm going to import all of the conversations that happened between the months of October and now. So we're going to pop in and we're going to select those dates. It's going to take a second to load all of these conversations. Hopefully I have some in this date range. I don't actually know what is in this test account that I'm using for this, so it's possible that there's nothing in here. Let's give this a different date. Let's go back a little further. Let's go way, way back. We'll pull everything from. There we go. Okay, so there's only one conversation. Oh, a couple of conversations here. So I'm going to select all of these and choose to import them. So it looks like we just had some test data that was a little bit older. As you can see, we've kind of imported and we've categorized and summarized all this stuff. So it's already in here. I'm just going to go to voice of customer here. And all of my insights are inside of Ignition. These are all going to be kind of janky test data, and we're not auto tagging this yet because we are using test data. But we will, in your workspace, be pulling in, much more realistic data here, and then we'll also be automatically tagging it with whatever tags you have configured in settings to be automatically tagged with. But from there, all of your conversations are in here. And you can customize what things you want to see on this page. So you can hide certain fields if there's ones that aren't relevant to you. And you can segment this however you like. So you can segment it by tags, you can segment it by different parameters from your CRM if you've integrated CRM data. And basically, when you create segments here, you can run analysis up in this top section where you can choose to summarize all of these insights with AI, and we're going to pull out either product insights or marketing insights for you. And so the product insights are really going to be like, what features are customers asking for? What's the product good and bad at? The marketing insights are going to be things like, what's driving value for customers? Like, what problems are you solving for them? What language do they use? What are they confused about? And so each of these is a different analysis. We're going to run a summary on the product insights in this case. And the outputs here are probably not going to be great because we're using some messy test data that's not very real. But basically what we're doing is we're analyzing all this data, we're pulling out some insights for you, and then you actually have the option to go much deeper on this. So beyond getting these insights initially, we'll pull out the best possible insights that we can. But if you want to refine these even deeper, you can actually use this refine feature to add additional context. Like, for example, I want to see all of these insights for only customers who talked about pricing. And we'll refine those results and give you the same outputs, but refined based on your additional context. So you can add any kind of free-form context that you like there. We will pull out those refined insights and give you the new outputs. You can then save these summaries if you want to hang on to them for later. You can also, you're going to be able to, it's not live yet, but you will also be able to push these feature requests directly to your idea board. We are also automatically pulling those things onto the idea board if you configure the product gaps feature. But once you've got all this stuff pulled out, the other thing that you can do on this screen is you can actually chat directly with your conversation data. So if you want to start asking free-form questions like, can you tell me what customers love, are confused about with our product, you can just have a conversation directly with the data, and we're going to pull out what's going on with those customers. And you can have a conversation back and forth here, but it makes it really easy for you to run continuous analysis on this voice of customer data and pull out all the important information that you might need around what customers are saying. The next step is obviously to turn this into an actionable roadmap. So again, that's where the product idea management comes in and our AI road mapping tools. So that's another video. Please join us over there and we'll go a little bit deeper. Thanks.